piece of thermoplast was?
I have no idea.
Okay,
I just measured it big and just cut.
Okay.
Come on up, Jeannie.
Hang on a second.
So it's up there, it just doesn't have the picture, but it's on the website.
Good morning.
Will you grab the stuff for today?
Welcome
right there.
to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream
You're going to show me.
for Thursday, the 22nd
Go sit in that seat.
of October that Destiny sold. So,
Uh-oh. We needed it for a class.
I thought, was this here?
it is a beautiful morning. It was smoky today, though. We
Is
were
that supposed
driving
to be
in.
for
We
right
couldn't
now?
see from the top of McCarran. We couldn't even see the hills above, like, Hidden Valley.
We've got it.
Surprised to see that this morning, but I guess a reminder that the largest fires in California's history are
Patrick, we
actually
were supposed
still
to have a Destiny Dream Machine
burning.
class this morning.
Nobody even mentioned that to me.
Well, because
Why don't you come sit up here?
Shauna's going to sit there.
Shauna's sitting here? Yeah, see? How come everybody fights over... I could either be like, everybody's fighting to be in the live stream with me, or reality, nobody wants to be in the live stream with me. That's what's really happening. Get up here, Jeannie.
Okay, for now. We're going to be...
Somebody was in the store yesterday like, I need to speak with the owner. And I was like, yeah. And Jeannie's like, he's back there. I'm like, you're right there.
I was like, ooh, Patrick, you're in trouble. I was like, there he is, right over there.
Depends on how grumpy they look.
He was so...
But funny how sometimes she wants it to be equal.
Just because I wanted to be CEO. That's it. I never.
That means answering when somebody says, "Can I speak to the owner?"
I
Because
just wanted
every
her-
time somebody's like, "Can I speak to the owner?" She's like, "Oh, I don't. He's over there."
I thought you were the secretary.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to have all the titles at some point, and then I can put them on my resume. Secretary.
The funny
treasurer,
thing
CEO.
is, when we were talking about titles, she's like, "What do these people do?" And then she's like, "Oh, I want to be secretary."
I don't want all the responsibility. Oh, thank you. Do you like that? Isn't that pretty? It's got pockets. Look.
Why
And
do we always lead with that?
And it covers my butt.
It's velvet.
It's velvet. It's warm. And I got it at Marshall's. Brand names for less. I love Marshall's.
It is, yeah, see, why am I by myself? It's because nobody else wants the responsibility.
Patrick's been so nice to me. He's been calling me like sweetie.
This is the only thing that's changed at all is I'm like, hi, sweetie.
Yeah, but you know what? Because he calls me sweetie, it makes him so much nicer. It does. He's been so nice, and it makes me smile. Be the treasurer, then you can control the money. Embezzle.
You know, I have an accountant who like is always like, you should use our bookkeeping service. And every time he says it to me, I'm like, Michael, it's always the bookkeeper.
Yeah.
It's always the bookkeeper.
He's my bookkeeper. He's so good at it. Your title should say CEO and bookkeeper.
I think I should pull a Kenny Powers.
What is Kenny Powers?
He's the CEO.
Oh, just ignore him.
Little
ladies.
Eastbound and Down humor.
So, tomorrow is...
Which is a great show, by the way.
Yeah, tomorrow's the soiree.
You should have gotten your videos last night.
Oh yeah, Patrick said, because all the classes were pre-recorded, so if you're gonna miss anything, I know some people had some stuff come up. You could do your soiree if you can't wait, and you're like, I need that hat. I need that hat now. Then you could go ahead and do it, but then you'll be really bored tomorrow when we're doing the soiree.
You know, if
HR is not my thing.
HR is definitely not Jeannie's thing. Like HR has written Jeannie up on multiple occasions.
I have multiple HR violations.
Yeah. So, this is a reminder though, something like for anybody who's going to try, are they going to be sewing real time while you sew as well during the soiree?
Yeah, it's an event. I have one more
you guys
kit
can
too.
actually watch or like peruse the videos in advance, much like you would or should if you're sent pre-class videos.
No,
They're not pre-class
don't,
videos.
Don't pre-watch them.
But you could always watch just to see what's coming up and be a little bit more prepared.
You know what's coming. You've seen. No, you're all prepared. You have your stuff. I think I have 3 more kits here that need to be picked up.
I don't do these classes, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
I have one. If you're like, oh my god, I got to do that soiree. I didn't sign up, but I got to do it. I have one more kit.
One more. So
one more. Because I thought I asked
person.
them to send me 2, but 3 came. So I have one more. And it's all in there. It's so cute. Oh, it's already been taken. So if you want to do the soiree, come to the store today and pick up your kit. Because soiree starts tomorrow at 10. 10 to 4, I think. It's going to be fun.
You know, I was thinking I owe somebody a scan and cut 225F. I felt like I was waiting for one for somebody.
You don't know who?
They're not in special orders, nor can I find one sold. But I'm wondering if I talked to somebody and somebody was like, I want the 225F, and I was in the middle of something, like wrote a name down and never made it in.
The kit is yours. I'm going to grab it and put your name on it right now.
So if you're watching this and you and I at one point discussed the Scan and Cut DX 225F, the fabric scan and cut, and I owe it to you, I'll highlight by saying I don't think anybody paid me for it because I've looked through the register and I couldn't find it. But I think I had a conversation with somebody where I was like, I'm going to call you when the Scan and Cut 225F arrives, and either somehow I misplaced your information or I mistyped it so it's not coming up in special orders with where I searched it or something like that. So if I do owe somebody the 225F, I got 2 of the ones that I had ordered yesterday. I also have 1 remaining Scan and Cut 230D, which is not the 230DX, but with the specials that they've got on the 230DX, if anybody has been like on the fence or whatever. And I owe Pam Miyake a call this morning, so I'll be calling you this morning, Pam, and Shelly too. But anyways, I've got the 225s. And I have 1 more Scan and Cut 230Ds. The 230DXs have not come back. What are you doing?
I'm looking for the spooky soiree.
Will you come sit down with me?
You ladies need to come out here. I'm coming. Who's up next?
So guys have been crushing in service. So I'll say it again. I think it's a good time to come in. The guys are on a run. Like I was saying yesterday in baseball, when you're either in a slump or you're in on a run, and the boys have been putting a lot of machines out on service. So right now, I think we're just inside 2 weeks.
Shauna's up. Oh, Momo Countdown.
Momo Countdown, what is it, 4 days?
No, what is today the 22nd?
It's 3 days until Momo's here.
Yes. I leave in 2 days. This is for
they're
Becky.
the same color.
That's for Becky.
Becky? What's
Capular.
Becky's last name?
Kapuler.
Any news about
NY.
your stand? No, but your machine is going to FedEx today. So,
Yes.
Although I did get a brother ship detail this morning, I didn't see the stand in there. My guess is it's
Melinda said your earring class was
in the
fantastic.
queue
God,
from
Melinda, you're so
They had
maybe
so
it's
much
shipping
fun in that
from
class.
Tennessee.
So Shauna's gonna come over and she's gonna talk about the deal of the day, and then Michelle's gonna come over and she's gonna show you. We're gonna do a little mini series. We're not supposed to say fast.
No.
Quick? No, not quick either. Fabulous.
No.
What was it?
So
What?
easy, so easy
What?
gifts.
Why isn't it fabulous?
Well,
So
fabulous.
easy.
So easy gifts. And
So
it's a series.
easy, and I'm throwing in the word fabulous because it was so fabulous. Michelle's amazing.
She's so amazing.
Shauna's amazing.
So you guys don't need me anymore.
You can see.
How
you
is
can,
it? How is it every like I couldn't get anybody to start the live stream with me, but then I'm so unneeded by the end of it.
Oh, I need you, baby.
Oh, but
Oh,
sweetie.
I need you.
Oh.
We were telling the kids, we're like, aren't you so lucky that your mommy and daddy love each other? Because we like cuddle at
Look
dinner
how
and
tall
stuff.
you are. Do you
And
like
and the
that?
kids are always grossed out.
Oh.
They're like, they're so grossed out by it.
Oh my goodness. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
So, the class is on the. It's up, right?
It's up. It's up. It's
Isn't
ready.
Shauna so beautiful?
Oh my God! Stop.
Her hair looks so good.
No.
She does her makeup is fantastic
Oh
because
my
it's
God,
so
no.
natural.
No. Stop.
She's so beautiful. I don't like sitting next to her because
Oh
then
wait,
I feel
stop.
like
You make me look like a
She's so
potato.
she's
You
so
make me look like a
beautiful.
little potato, and you're like this glowing goddess. You radiate energy.
are we just grossing you guys out? Okay, so
This isn't all of them.
this isn't all of them.
Because you know what I did last night? I got some new threads. So I was like, I'm gonna redo some of these with some beautiful metallic thread because I only had gold and silver. So I actually got the green and the red and the blue. So I was like, you know what? These don't like
I'm gonna grab the
trash.
cards too.
So I wanted to show you some of the cards that are in the Holly Jolly greeting cards class that we did. Or we're going to do. Haven't done it yet. I love this little Santa. Look how cute he
Oh
is.
my God, he's so
I also
cute.
want to redo this one though because I think it'd be so pretty with the metallic.
Look at the fabric Shauna used for the background.
So sparkly.
Isn't that great? And look at Santa.
There's so much detail that goes into it, and I love that it looks
Oh, I
like
forgot
it's
the paper.
sketched. Oh, that's okay.
I totally forgot.
And then it's a poinsettia, and it's
So pretty.
How do I get the light?
It's
on
so
it?
elegant.
It is so elegant, and it has like I put sparkly fabric. I think everything
wanna
should.
just-
Sparkle
Oh
around
yeah, the
Christmas
sparkle
time.
fabric behind you. See
Can
that?
You see it?
Yeah, I think they can see it.
And I love the layering that they use to create depth in it. Just
okay.
So
depth
think about
in
if
the
you did that
design.
like fairy frost, how beautiful that would be.
And then
They're
this
like-
is the last one. We're gonna be doing all 3 of these cards
Super close.
All right.
in the class, and we're also going to be
All right, I'll
stitching
give her a
on
message
the
then.
envelopes because these designs
okay.
actually
Look
come
at the
with-
fabric behind the.
It's
Can you see
iridescent.
that?
It's so hard to
Wait, Let me
tell.
see. Oh yeah, you can see it there. You see
Iridescent.
that?
Yeah, you can use Mylar on them, and that would look awesome.
Mylar would be fantastic.
And then we're also going to be doing, they give you these designs that have stitching for the envelope, in the top of the envelope where you, like, lick it, and there's plenty of room for you to still lick it. Not that, I don't think anyone's going to be licking it during COVID, but maybe.
I would. Ugh.
Let's just
In
call
the
it
mail.
still
And
seal the
I did
envelope.
this in metallic too. It's really hard to tell on camera, like the little shimmer that it gives off. But now that I have more metallic threads, I'm just gonna be. You're just
gonna be
only gonna see
so
metallic from now on.
Beautiful. Mylar sounds like an absolutely amazing
Yes.
idea.
Oh, yes.
Especially behind the stuff that doesn't have that like total fill. Like
these?
the
Ooh,
ornaments on the
yes.
top and the one on the bottom.
That would
And
be
then
so
these down
cute.
here.
with Mylar. That would be super.
Annette,
cute.
you're so smart.
You're so bright. I love that.
So, Shauna, can you tell us what makes the card
Okay,
special
so
from OESD? And you have to understand, Shauna's a card expert.
I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but
Shauna has made a lot of cards and taught a lot
I've
of card
probably
classes.
made like at least 200 cards in the last 2 years.
She's an expert.
I don't know if I'm an expert. But I do have some experience with like cards you could pick up at the store versus cards you can get online versus cards specifically made for like crafting. These are specifically made for embroidery.
From OESD.
Yeah, so not only do they fit perfectly with the design, like you can tell that it is like completely centered, and I put in 0 effort to do that.
So what happens with the other cards? Do you have to kind of
You have to
play
like
around?
center it, and sometimes like all of these cards are level on the sides, like they are cut very precisely. Whereas when you buy cards from like Joann's or Walmart or Target or Amazon, they overlap slightly on one side versus the other. So you're like, what side do I do? And I always end up cutting them down to make sure they're both the same size. But that plays into how the embroidery designs stitch out on them, because then one side is longer than the other, and then you have to push it inward and then cut it. So you're doing a lot of extra steps that just take a lot of time. And I'm lazy, I guess.
No, she is not.
So I like to save time because time is money, right?
How about stitching on them?
Stitching on them. So on all of my other cards, I get buckling, and then I have to put my, like what I mean by that is the bottom or the top will kind of like pull inward a little bit, and then it'll be wavy. So then I have to like spray them and put them under dictionaries to make sure they're pressed flat. With these, I just take them off, cut out the stabilizer, and they're done. Like it's they don't buckle, they don't pull at all. And I don't think it's the stitch count, because I did these same designs, more specifically these two, because they're a little more stitch intensive, on my other cards, and the bottoms became like wavy and the sides pulled in, and I was like, this is not cute. But on these, and they're 80-pound weight cardstock cards, and they come in 2 different sizes. So in this design pack, the top 2 rows are the A7, and then this bottom row of designs is the A6 sizing, and then these are just envelope details. But these cards are nice, and they're not glossy, because that can also destroy your needle. It like makes your needle so dull so fast. And with these, I didn't have to, I changed my needle at the beginning, and I didn't change it at all, and I've made all of these. They're not in yet because I'm going to redo some with the metallic thread.
Yeah, and we'll show you those.
We're going to show you those. I think this is like kind of a game changer when it comes to card making, so I'm excited to make holiday cards for everyone because of the quality of these cards.
Until she has a baby, and then it'll be like the baby
Yes.
on the card growing up.
Yes.
So these are the deal of the day, and they're
Yes.
on the site. Are they?
This was the deal of the day, too.
Okay, and this is the deal of the day, because a lot of you got this when you did the OESD event.
Yes.
And it was free when you did a purchase of $79 or more.
Yes.
It's on the website, and it's on their half off.
Yes.
So this is a half off design right now. The cards are on there. Are they 20% off? So these are 20% off right now. I think people have slowly been coming in to buy them, and I only bought 10 of each to start out with, just to see how they
Get
work.
them while they're hot.
Yeah, so you may or may not get these pickup notification, but I will, after the sale tomorrow, I'll reorder and get more of these.
Yes.
And then if you take the class, they're going to be 20% off there as well. So, and Shauna will show us more. So in the class, what are they going to be able to do? Are you doing
They're going to be doing all 3 cards, and they're going to be doing one, I don't know what to call this. Like
the just decorative stitching on your envelope.
Yeah.
What and how long is the class?
It's a 2-hour class.
It's a 2-hour class. So you could just whip these out. You could just sit there.
Boom,
and
boom, boom, boom,
Shauna, you did a ton of craft fairs too. And weren't
Yes.
those hot sellers?
So I made, and that's why I've made so many cards.
They come with envelopes. So it's the
They do
card
come
and
with
the envelope.
So, when I was doing these, I wasn't doing these specific ones. I had the Anita Good designs because OESD didn't have any, but I wish I had these. What was so funny about them is I was like, oh, I don't know how many people are going to sell them, but I made a lot of them to have a variety, and they all sold out completely. Yeah. And I did half of them with like the inside backed so you wouldn't see the stitching, and people were literally at my booth peeling off the backing and giving it back to me because they wanted to see the stitching on the back. So I'm going to show you how to back the inside of it so you don't see it, but that's entirely
the inside right now. Shauna told me to bring cardstock in, and I was like,
I don't have any holiday
I'll bring cardstock because I have a ton of it, and then I forgot. So this is what the inside looks like before you put
yummy.
some kind of backing on it.
Yes.
But when you do it, you'll probably want to put some kind of cardstock on the inside just to cover over those stitches. Or if you want to be like, check this out, this is hand
hand done.
I was gonna say hand done, but machine embroidery done
I mean,
by
it
me.
is definitely like a unique kind of look, but it's not very flattering. Especially if
Yeah,
you're like
so
me,
you'll
I
back
like to
it.
write a lot when I give people cards.
It says cards are not on the site. What are they under?
Maybe I didn't link them on the promotions page. They are on the site if you type in cards. Give me just a second, and I will make sure that they are.
Remember, when you purchase, I always look at shop. We fill our orders from Shopify first. So whoever's purchased it online, those get filled first, and then I sometimes look at
If
Facebook.
you have, I'm gonna hold on. I have to take it off this first. There we go. So if you're in the class already, and I sent you the discount code for the class, you cannot use it on Deal of the Day products.
Yes.
You cannot use it. So that's probably why I didn't. Oh, hold on.
Yes. No double discounts.
No double discounts.
No double
Sorry,
dipping, ladies. What day is the class?
It is dun, 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 dun,
It's gonna be so much fun. It's probably you're gonna.
It is November 17th from 10 to noon.
Which will give you plenty of time to make tons of classes. And a lot of you already have this design. And if you've never done a card class with Shauna, you want to do one with her. Because like I said, she's an expert. And she is going to give you lots of helpful hints. And that's it. So I'm going to step aside, and then Michelle's going to come up because she has something. I think some of you already saw it on Facebook, but she has a class coming up that's absolutely amazing, and that's another one that you're going to want to do. It's so cute. So I'm going to step aside, and then, but this is the deal of the day. And Shauna's going to stay here with Michelle.
I'm just making sure that it's all on there.
Miss Michelle.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? So some of you saw my post this morning about the fleece hat and scarf. You couldn't see the tassels because the tassels kind of were outside of the picture. My original intention was to just put it up as an online class, but
I'm still here.
Shauna and Jeannie thought it would be fun to actually do it as a live class.
Yes.
So, with this gives you, this actually is not that difficult to sew. It's going to be a series of measurements. They're rectangles. This one's based on your head size. And this is just based on the width of fabric of a piece of fleece. So either one of them only has one seam. And you can do that one seam on your sewing machine or your serger. Doesn't matter because you're not going to see it. So it's the embroidery design of the snowflake, if you want that, will be included in the class, but you can also use other designs as well. So it's a great way to use some of your Disney designs. If you have a Disney machine, it's a great way to use some of your other fun designs. So we decided that November 9th, Monday,
Yes.
November 9th, from 2 to 5.
Oh my god, they're so cute! They're so, like, look at this! Look at this! And then, oh my god, the material.
Yeah,
is
it's polar
so
fleece.
Cuddly.
So I will give you there will be no kits for this. You can go get your own polar fleece. Pick something that's pretty lush. You know, like this is really
like
a soft
so-
one. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But if you want to actually see the embossing of your design, don't pick something like minky or something that has fur on it, because it's just going to get it's just going to go down into the pile and you won't even see it.
Oh my god.
This is just regular polar
I
fleece.
just want to cuddle up in it.
Yeah, and they'll do like a lot. I'd never done a knockdown stitch.
Yeah, so this design has what we call a knockdown stitch. And so your thread color will vary with the color of your
They
fleece.
are so cute.
The purpose of a knockdown stitch is to flatten the pile so that when it sews, you get kind of a three-dimensional effect. I don't know, can you see that a little bit? Yeah, so the knockdown stitch knocks down the fleece, and so when you stitch your snowflake, it pops up so it has a three-dimensional look.
So do you sleep?
Sometimes. I do sleep sometimes.
like, oh, maybe you could see the dimension of this one too. It's so perfect.
It's not perfect.
It is so perfect.
It is not perfect.
It is so
How do they
perfect.
finish it?
Either sewing machine or serger.
And is it a lot of sewing?
Nope, one seam. One seam for
That's
the hat,
amazing.
one seam for the scarf.
That is amazing.
You could do a monogram. I mean, there's so many things you could do with this.
Just imagine it. I have a really big head, so it
Yeah,
won't
I
fit on
didn't.
my-
Since it was like 10 o'clock at night, I didn't actually measure for the hat. I thought I measured correctly. Obviously, it's
I
a
have
child
really
size.
Big head.
No, I think I just picked the child size.
And I
So
love this. It's so soft.
yeah,
Come touch it, ladies. It's so soft.
I'm going to leave it here in the store. So if you want to come and see it up close and personal, feel free.
So soft.
But it actually is a really fun project.
It's so cute.
I thought that my kind of idea flow right now was we're going to go into a season that gets really busy, and you always
Yes.
have a person or two on your list that you have no idea what to get them.
This is perfect.
And it's perfect. Yeah, it's a hat and scarf is always a valuable gift. I have a couple other things in percolating in the think tank. So I hope to come up with more than one of the do-it-yourself
And it's on the website.
Holiday-
so you could go to classes,
holiday gifts.
and you could go sign up for it right
Hi,
now
Paula.
too. Hello. Oh, so off topic. Back to the cards. What
okay.
size card is the design? So all of these fit in your 5x7 hoop.
There's two sizes of cards
There
over
is
there.
two sizes of cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of the designs take the A6. And 10 of the designs take the A7, which is this card. So it's the larger size card. So A7 is going to be what you are going to majority of what you're going to use.
Is this the A6?
That's the A7.
Okay, so the A7, this looks like a 4x6. Is that the inches 4x6? That kind of looks like 4x6.
It like fits very snug in the 5x7 hoop, and then the smaller one is closer to like the, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like very.
Those are envelopes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this row.
Yeah, the ones are 5x7 hoop, and then
Yeah.
that's still 5x7 hoop, but
Yes.
smaller card.
Slightly smaller cards. And you'll be able to tell by the placement line, and we'll go over that in class.
Yeah, I love these. I want to do
They're
these
so
too.
cute. They're so
So,
cute, and this
all right.
is so cute. It's so soft
It's
and cuddly.
You know what? Wait until Sunday and make a final decision on if you think you can use this in your life. Because when it goes down to 21 degrees, it might be a really handy gift.
And it's so, I just love how soft and
Yeah.
thick this is, and just the detail of this.
This fleece
is
actually
so
was one of Shauna's and my discoveries as we were digging through boxes and trying to
I
sort.
think it was from
Paula, did you leave this fleece here? Because it's amazing.
It is so amazing.
Everybody
Let us know
thinks,
where you got it.
yeah, this is like one of the nicest pieces of fleece I've worked with in a while. It's just really got a nice dense texture to it. It's so easy to sew. So anyway, we found goodies and we made use of them. And I have a plan for some of the other leftover scraps over there. But you'll just have to wait and see how that transpires over
Yes.
the weekend.
And what else, Jeannie?
Anything else?
That's it.